Thank you, Speaker Silver and Majority Leader Bruno and Leader Smith and all of my colleagues here, and to all those who I know care very much about New York State and the economy of New York State. The original budget we received, as you know, had over $1 billion of what were called fees and loophole closures, and as we examined that as a conference on our side, it illustrated about $575 per typical family in New York State. We didn't think, and I'm very pleased that the governor and my colleagues here, the leaders, I don't think believe that that's the right way to go during this recessive time. I am personally heartened by the fact that the governor at our five-way meeting took the direction that he took, and what I heard to be the general tenure of not only the governor but the leaders here at this table were that we were not going to go through the tried and true process, which was really the tried and untrue process for many years of simply increasing spending and increasing taxes and revenues and getting ourselves in a bigger hole than Mr. DiNapoli has already told us we have next year, which is another projected deficit of about $3.9 billion. What I heard in that meeting that we had in the five-way was that we were going to take a new and different direction. And that is the direction that I'm proud to say that the governor is leading us on, and that is to hold the line on spending, not increase any taxes, and spend for the priorities of the constituents we represent. And those priorities probably could be listed as the infrastructure, health care, education, and doing something significant and important about the real crisis we have in the upstate area, and that's the largest property tax of any state in the nation, the top 10 property tax counties in upstate New York, the 8th just down the street about 20 miles. So I'm heartened by the fact that the direction we're taking is not a knee-jerk reaction to say, let's continue to spend, let's continue to tax. No, let's do what every thinking family in New York State does when they're going through a difficult period like this. Hold the line on spending and hold the line on their budget and make some important, difficult decisions and some sacrifices, not sacrifices that cut into the gut or the bone of the services that are so necessary, as my colleague mentioned, education and health care, but take care of those priorities, but take care of them in a way that solidifies us economically and does a little bit about what those future deficits look like. I'm sure that would please the comptroller as well as the constituents we represent. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, pursuant to protocol here, it is incumbent upon me